Good afternoon everyone, welcome back to the channel. Chris Dennis here, putting specialist and short game performance coach. You can see the weather's took a little bit of turn from the worst, from shorts and t-shirt weather to trying to get this video in before the rain. So what we're talking about today, guys, we're talking about short game. So we're talking about a drill that you can do, which is for you guys who struggle with rotating your body through on your short game, or those guys who get a little bit too wristy through the motion. This is a drill to help you be more consistent. So you might have seen it before. If you watch much golf on TV, you'll have seen Matt Fitzpatrick do this. So again, it's very much a Peter Cowan drill, one of the best coaches out there on tour. And what he gets people to do is a reverse-handed grip. So if we're right-handed, we move our left hand to the bottom and right hand comes to the top. One of the big benefits I first see from this is that it brings my right arm a little bit higher and gets it better connected to my chest. What I see a lot of times from amateurs is, again, those guys who drag the club away and then start to bring it in with a lot of lag, either thin it or fat it. So they're losing connection with this right arm. By bringing this right hand up to the top, it gets that a little bit closer to the chest. The same with my left hand. Because my left hand's now gone further down the grip, it's working better with my bicep. So from here I can get that to move away with my chest. And from here, now my arms are connected, and it's really encouraging me to turn my body, not use my arms to try and get some swing into that golf club. The more I use my arms, the more this club is traveling on different planes and not in sync. If we can get our body and arms working together, you can see here I can get that club working as one with my chest. It's basically an extension of outside of my chest and through, with my arms staying connected. We're not going to see any of these. Very similar to putting, you know, we don't want to see any kind of loose arm movements. We don't want to see the dreaded chicken wing where I start to see people thin it, shank it and fat it. So by getting this left hand low, the first thing it's helping us with is obviously that connection of my arms and getting it working together. Let's look at the second thing that it helps us with. So the second thing it helps us with is those people who start to try and use the wrists to get that ball into the air. So if we have any excessive wrist movement, we'll really be able to see that. So like we talked about in the video before, so how do we chip like tour pros? We've got to have better body rotation, and again, we've got to get that club finishing out in front of us, not away from us. So not getting into that position on the way through. Chest pointing way to the right and club pointing to the left. So now this is working my arms and chest together. Again, as I come through, I can hold my finish and that club will be out in front of me. So I'm going to take my normal stance with this, and then from here, make the motion, hold my finish, club's out in front, nice strike, nice flight. You can see there clearly, it won't allow me, if I use any wrists in this motion, I'm going to catch that thin, and that's the one I see a lot, is there's no motion from the body, it's all hands. So straight feedback, if I can get that now, left grip low, turn my chest, nicely popped up and close to chipping in. It looks like the sun's trying to join us for the last video in the garden. So we have just got the good news that we are going to be able to get back onto the golf courses on Wednesday, here in the UK anyway, that is. Again, we might be in one balls or people from your household, but at least we can get out there, we can have a practice, we can get started hitting some golf balls into the green, start to see how your short game is, start to see how your putting is. So if you get back out on Wednesday and you have any questions, drop them below. So the next video on Wednesday I'll be doing is going to be out on the golf course. So we're going to go through a bunker shot, we're going to do a chip, and we're going to do a pitch shot. Talk about the process of what I do whilst I'm out there. Talk about what process you can put into your short game to help you improve. So like I mentioned at the start, guys, so it helps us with not using our wrists as much. It also helps us to get this body moving. So my arms are obviously connected now, so that's getting that motion. You'll see now from down the line, it's very hard for what I see a lot from amateurs, which is rotating those arms. You'd have to do an extremely funky move to get into that position. So it allows us to get this moving. My chest moves now, that club stays out in front of me. And you'll see how it finishes there out in front of me. You see the flight was nice, the strike was nice, and the start direction there was spot on. So it's helping us now get this body moving, stop any kind of arms dragging off our chest, and it's also helping us with our release. So there is going to be some release, but it's timing that with the body. It's not me getting very handsy. We can still play a higher shot with this motion. if I was to open that club face up now and do the same motion, turning my body, you can see that launched a lot higher. I open that club face and we can play those shots. So I've put the loft on, I've used my body and arms better, and I've been able to send that ball into the air. So when you get a chance on the golf course, you know, you will see pros use it, and it's not for somebody who you say, oh, they've got the yips. You know, it's somebody who's trying to get this arms connected better, trying to work the body and trying to stop them releasing. So it can work for 3 different people. So to try it out on the golf course, ideally you would use this in practice before, so if you can get a chance, we don't know yet obviously what the practice facilities are going to be like, if they're going to be open or not. Hopefully they are. You can get down, practice this shot, get that hand below, start to get your contact, start to get your confidence up. So when we get back out onto the golf course, we're chipping it a lot closer, we're leaving ourselves shorter putts, and we should minimise how many shots we're having around the green, which in the long run, guys, is going to help us lower those scores and get your handicap down. Enjoy, guys. When we get to the golf course, stay safe. I will see you again on Wednesday. We'll be back on the golf course. I'll be back at Waterfront, which I have missed. So we'll no longer see the golf course. I can return the garden back to how it was before. As for now, guys, enjoy. Look forward to Wednesday, and I'll see you then.